We each possess partial control of our physical reality. Make no mistake in believing otherwise. The universe is always in full control. At any time, Source can pull the plug on all of us, and we simply blink out of existence. Recognize the love that surrounds you by cherishing each and every breath that is given, as no breath is ever taken. If God were to ever consciously choose to disconnect from all of creation, everything would blink out of existence in less than a zeptosecond. So recognize that we are all being animated by Source. The life force of our soul emanates back to a central point of all creation, which is not in any one location. It isn't in a certain sector or quadrant or certain area of the universe. It's every area of the universe. It's ubiquitous. It's omnipotent. It's omnipresent. It's everywhere and nowhere. Everything and nothing. Light, dark. Transverse to the very foundation of all of life, as well as being the zenith and beyond. It's everything. It far exceeds any form of comprehension, mortal, immortal, or otherwise. Recognize you must remove self-destructive limiting patterns of thinking, being, doing, acting, behaving, perceiving things. No individual is all peaceful, is all positive. That individual does not exist. Conflict arises when you attempt to fight and go against the very nature of your soul, your heart, and your mind. You cannot be a disingenuous individual living a false positive life, creating a delusional reality where you become complacent in believing that you are incapable of violence or violent acts, that you are not able or capable of being angry or raising your voice or raising your hands. You have to come to an understanding within yourself that we are all natural born killers. This is the way we are created. We stem from the very roots of prehistoric upbringings, the primordial, the primitive, the id, the subconscious, the ego. You cannot deny these roots. Beneath all the social etiquette and pleasantries, we are all just running on caveman software. That is very true. So once you get into true harmonic alignment with that reality, you will not suffer any conflict, struggles. There will be no inner friction. There will be no tumultuous wavelengths. That's when you are in harmonic convergence with the divine order of truth. Of the 50 primary universal laws, the very first law is the law of harmony, which clearly states, to be in harmony with all things universal is to attain true divine enlightenment within. That simply means you cannot play pretend games with yourself, living in denial, thinking that you are incapable of being negative, raising your voice, being angry, fighting, arguing, killing something, killing someone, taking a life, or otherwise. These are attributes and qualities that have been inextricably woven within the very fibers of the nature of our soul. You cannot expect a crocodile to all of a sudden stop being a crocodile just because it's not socially acceptable. Human beings are just another animal that occupies the face of this earth. Just because we have cell phones, internet, satellites, rockets we send into space, it doesn't mean anything in the eyes of the universe. These are prehistoric technologies in the eyes of God. Once you get in touch with the fact that you are as much a part of the light as you are a part of the darkness, that's when you will create a balanced reality within yourself, and all things will flow universal. Resistance, friction, blockages, borders, barriers, boundaries, tension, all accrue within the ethers of dark matter if you create a state of denial and you attempt to live in it. Karmic debt accrues within the ethers of dark matter with any negative energies or forces that you generate and project to the universe. Conversely, karmic surplus becomes abound in a profusion of light. All good deeds are never unseen or forgotten by the eyes of God. So just keep everything in alignment. Live in reality. Live a balanced reality. That's the most important thing you could do for yourself and for others. Don't live in denial. Don't be a disingenuous individual. Don't think that you're incapable of anything, because you're not. You are just as much capable of taking a life as you are saving a life. The most important realization you can come to or arrive within is the fact that all things stem from Source. God is not battling Satan. Good is not battling evil. They do refer to Satan as the Prince of Darkness, do they not? Who do you believe is king? All things are God. Source, the divine, darkness, light, heaven, hell, Jesus, the devil, all of it. All comes from the same source of all creation. Once you get in touch with that reality, you'll live in a true, harmonically balanced life. There won't be any more stress or conflict. No more struggles. You'll be living life as God intended for you to live it. Free. Resistance free. Stop trying to seek a path of least resistance. What you should be doing is creating your own supernatural spiritual causeway of resistance-free energy that you walk upon each and every day. And you do that by living in truth, living in reality, no longer living a lie, believing that you are incapable of being negative or violent. You are, but that's a good thing, because these are integral components in the balance, equilibrium, harmony, symmetry, and alignment of not only our soul as a collective, but the universal divine collective, to which we are all connected eternally and one. God bless, namaste, amen, and have a wonderful day to everyone. Be well.